I know, but it's actually Christmas for y'all.
Yeah, happy Christmas.
That's why I was waiting.
Merry Chrysler. Yep, happy Christmas. I don't say Merry Christmas, I say happy Christmas.
Merry and happy are the same exact word.
I know it.
Same exact.
So,
It's the
Yeah, they
same
are.
word. Really, gay Christmas is what you're supposed to say. Gay.
Have a gay Christmas.
Gay Christmas.
Have a gay Christmas. Gay,
Yeah.
gay happy meetings.
Gay means happy, literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're happy to be gay? What?
No, gay means happy. That's what it
know,
means.
I'm just fucking around. I'll never forget though.
you know, how the
Again.
fuck did fucking
to this
that
round.
gay used to mean happy? We're so gay. We're gaily
It
fucking
still
singing
means
dancing.
it still means
How did
happy.
that come to be cross-referenced with homosexuality?
Y'all did
Because they
that.
was happy living their lives.
I mean, is it really that?
That's what I'm gonna go with.
I mean, with zero context, the word became
Load up. Let's let this go.
happy with same sex. Sure.
It's because the
Because
human
they
race
didn't,
is
and the
retarded.
people that weren't were pissed. So
Exactly.
You know what
Tom
I'm-
Wolf said?
You know what a bundle of sticks is called?
Faggot.
But
Yeah.
that's also a cigarette.
yeah,
I thought. Wait, hold on. Is
is
is GGOT the cigarette, or is it just fucking the 3-letter version?
It's actually fag H-O-T.
Is it okay? The
That's
3-letter
what
version
GGOT.
is. I've heard the 3-letter version of the cigarette.
Yeah, it's because
The
of
actual
course we shortened that
definition, or
everything.
the term is spelled F-A-G-H-O-T.
Now,
But I've heard the 3-letter abbreviation
You
for
will
it as
set
well.
up around 200.
I honestly, I thought that. I don't know. Like, again, like the idea of like, okay, that's the technical definition. A bundle of sticks. How does that start to mean fucking gay people?
It's
It
called
does, and
it's called
alternate-
humanity.
It's an alternate definition. There's no becoming of anything.
There's gotta,
Humanity.
no, there's a word history. There's a word
There's
history
not.
somewhere.
Humanity is retarded. There you go. That's it.
So okay,
Or
so here
retarded.
to beat you guys over the head with it. Here's a very simple word etymology. What's the Spanish word for black? We all know it, right? Now, imagine, slave
I'm
trade
black.
and that word translating
black.
to English. Okay, so I know where that fucking, like, this racist term, there's actually still kind of like a word etymology. I don't know if it's etymology. Word origin.
I don't think this
Whatever.
is
Yes.
quite gonna make
There's
the
a dialect thing. How the fuck does there's a it doesn't just mean
Got
both
about
things. I mean, we
100
understand it as
yards
both
to go
things,
here.
but there's a history as to why it exists.
Well, no,
somehow.
man. Like there's a difference between the word negro for black or negro for black
6 on this
and
one.
the other word.
It started with slaves. I mean no, that you'll never fucking convince me in a million years that the word origin of the hard R is not the Spanish word for black. You'll never convince me of that. It has to be the language origin. It has to be.
Say that again.
The hard R, right? We know the hard R. Well, the Spanish word for black is negro.
Just sink this
So,
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
they
it
have
doesn't
the
take a fucking
longest,
rocket scientist.
history when you go back that far and slavery and
Yeah.
sure they would be the ones that would pick up people from Africa to man the ships.
I just fucked us. Sorry.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Talking about negro and
Okay, so
Looks like he's got around
the
8
origin
feet
of that
back.
word to me is like kind of pretty clear. It came from this.
And that one will drop.
Okay, well then why is
Here we go.
white
For
Blanca?
par.
Why is what? I don't. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
Why is white Blanca?
I don't know.
And finishing this hole out with a solid putt.
That's a perfectly
Okay.
valid question, and I'm not arguing your
then.
logic in any capacity. That's a perfectly valid
And you
argument. I
can't tell
don't
me
know.
that you can't tell me that the word negro has anything to do with racism.
Well, the word negro is the Spanish word for black, so no. But
it's just a
is
color.
it the root of that term?
And so you're
Probably.
saying
I
the
believe
the Southerners took that and ran with it.
so. Yeah, exactly. They said, you know what, we got
An
this.
Amazing swing.
Or
Which is how we get our bastardizations of a lot of
or,
words.
Or they think that they use the word
He's ready to
nagger,
tee off
which is
and
someone
see
who
what he does.
annoys you.
Okay, Randy Marsh. No, it's not.
Dude, I'm not trying to be funny here.
Okay, well, I mean, I love that episode of South Park, so.
Did you know there's a word called niggardly?
I did, actually. And I know what it means.
It means to annoy.
Yeah.
Well,
And here we go with his second
there's a connection.
shot.
Is there a director connection between a word that literally means dark?
Is there a more direct meaning? You mean not director?
Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, a word that means fucking black to describe fucking black people.
I'm supposed to be the illiterate one here. I'm supposed to be the illiterate one.
Here's a hot topic for you. Are you ready? I want to set your brain on fire for a second,
All right,
randomly.
Let's see what happens here. He's got about
Okay.
170 yards to go.
So,
I'm ready for it.
the Civil War. The flag.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Hold on. Wait. Okay. Wow. Okay.
It was a disaster.
6 iron.
Would you prefer that the Southern flag still
second
be
shot
allowed
here
to
on
be
second.
prominently displayed?
No. No, I don't. You know why?
Go for it.
Because it offends enough people that I care about.
I got to admit, I'm a little surprised at your answer there. I kind of figured you respectfully leaning the opposite direction.
But it's a double-edged sword. I also think it's a stupid piece of cloth that no one should be offended by. But I also get it that their parents probably
And his
are.
fourth shot
So
on this one.
I'm not going to argue with you. You're arguing with generations, not just the present. You're arguing with generations.
Here's, if I were fucking king of the world or whatever, which obviously no one should ever hope that I am, but like if I like just fucking struck down the iron hammer and made the fucking decisions, you know,
But-
whatever. Hold on, I want to finish this.
Go
I would
ahead.
never erase the history, but I would want to definitely encapsulate it in museums that are readily accessible.
Inside rough situation.
The thing is, nobody wants that. You can't have that either.
I'm saying,
It's gotta be
okay,
deleted.
if you've got a monument,
In Europe,
if you've got a
they
monument,
don't shy away from history. They teach all of the history.
And this
You
part
have,
have
to
to
teach,
understand it all.
teach the history.
Now-
you have to.
okay, hold on. So imagine
we
this.
don't. We
Imagine,
ignore it.
right
okay,
now.
imagine this right now. And I know, I'm sure it's happened
Another kick to
somewhere,
the gut
whatever.
for him.
Okay, so now imagine there's like a monument.
We
of-
ignore it. We ignore it because it's evil. It's
Imagine
pure evil.
there's a monument in your town to someone that is involved in the Civil War on the southern side.
Okay.
Now,
man.
hold on. I want to remove it. I want to put it in the Civil War Museum that will also be about 30 minutes away. Are you going to be part of the fucking that's
You're not
Just-
asking me the right question. No, I don't care. You're not asking me the right question.
am I okay, if I
You're not.
if you live in a town that has a Civil War monument on the southern element of it and it
Okay,
is
your team sits
in an
at
effort
one.
attempted to be not necessarily removed but relocated to a museum of some sort, would you be like, fuck you, this is my town history,
No.
don't do it?
No.
Yes. Okay, so you'd support that.
I wouldn't. I would support that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
I have
If-
no problem with that.
Would it be the idea of it being preserved still? Because that's a part of me that's like, it is our history. We have to keep that.
My thing is, Washu, just like
Yeah.
Silov just said, just you have to teach it.
He's
You still have to
ready
teach it.
Let her rip.
Mhm.
Let's see how this holds.
You have to
up.
teach it.
Was it if
you
it's
don't-
forgotten,
You
it'll
have to
repeat
educate
itself?
people about. If you educate people about Hitler, you have to educate people about
Looks like
Robert E.
this one
Lee.
will be safe in a fair way.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the same fucking shit.
The problem
Absolutely.
that comes up
Coming out
is
of the deep
the
rough
statues, like on the statue side. It's not that they're being removed and relocated. They were being removed, period. They weren't
I
being
think it's-
relocated. They were going to be removed and destroyed. Like
Let
this
me
is
reiterate. Let me. I, think
I
it's
understand
stupid
what
they
you
did that,
meant.
but I don't have any. I think it's dumb they did that, but I have no
Yeah.
problem with
Okay,
it.
let's see what he does
I
here.
don't have a
Yeah.
problem with it. I think it's dumb, but I don't have a problem with it.
I see them as like they were destroying a glorification of someone who
Yes.
was portrayed on the
Yes.
wrong side of history,
Yes.
which rightfully
Perfect.
so. Now, I still think they should have relocated them to a
Here's their
museum
4
piece
iron.
instead and surrounded it with the context and history that would be perfectly fine. Then it's no longer
Yes.
glorified. It's just a mark of history.
Right.
Yes.
Let's see how this shapes up. This is
But they
his
didn't do
third
that.
shot.
But the fact that
do
there were
that.
so many people that were, oh my God, this is our history and this is a great person is like,
Now
Like, we
again,
celebrate
now
Christmas-
hold on.
hold on, we
Again, to
celebrate
play
Christmas.
devil's advocate, history's written. Wait, they bounced.
by
Count
the
it.
winners.
History's
By the
written by
winners.
yeah. So history's written by the victors.
Yep.
So I'm just throwing. Fuck, I never met Robert E. Lee. Obviously, he could be the world's biggest piece of shit.
He may have just been on the wrong side of the war. I mean, he supported what he.
Again, Yes.
Yeah.
Ulysses S. Grant could have been the worst person you could have ever met.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know.
Honestly,
But if he was a tactical genius, I mean, you could still celebrate him for.
He was a master. Well, Ulysses S. Grant was a master of war.
he also
Yep.
had more funds available to him. He had the fucking U.S. government versus the rebel South.
Yep.
Which, I mean, the U.S. government had to still have more finances. Just that's it. Whatever, more resources
But I mean,
available.
like, finances are pure artillery.
Well, that honestly kind of the same thing. The ability to create more bullets, also.
No, the industrial complex behind it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
The
true.
finances
That's true.
attached to all
like
of it.
The South was never going to win the Civil War. Is what you're saying.
Well, just like.
Just say it. No, yeah, I don't care. Just say it. We were never going to win it. That war.
I'm not going to pretend to be enough of it. I learned what you did, and I'm farther away. Now, granted, coming from Central Illinois, one of the boys that we claim, was kind of pivotal in that Civil War, bro.
Are you familiar with Highway 51?
I've been to Lincoln's Tomb. I've been
Are
to
you
it.
familiar with Highway 51?
Highway 51, no.
It runs through Illinois.
Hold on, wait,
that's
hold
where
on,
it runs.
hold on, let me look.
Look up Highway 51.
Now, that's what I think. Having to live in England and being in Germany and learning how history is taught there, and actually, like the museums and castles, like all their history is there. They don't shy away from any of it. They'll teach you all of it. When they go over like torture and stuff, like you'll go to the Tower of London, you'll actually see the devices and everything. They'll give you in context and everything. It's like their history was bloody, and they don't shy away from it.
Wait, hold on.
They want to make sure that everyone understands when they're growing up.
Oh
It's like,
no, I
here
knew
is the
50. Hold
history
on,
of
I
the
knew
thing.
51. This went through Carbondale, and I was listening both. I was listening to you, Europe, that like they showed tortures and beheadings, or whatever.
Yeah.
51. That was my college town. That went through fucking Carbondale.
But before you talk, but listen.
This
if you don't
highway.
know the
I'm
shit,
looking at the highway.
If you ignore that, Skywolf, you're only doomed to repeat it. If you don't acknowledge it, you're only doomed to repeat it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
that was exactly why they
Wait.
taught us. Like, here's where we
You
came
have
from.
to acknowledge
Were
it.
you dropping
Yep.
a deuce while you were fucking telling us that? I just heard you flush.
No, I'm taking a piss. I was trying to get that point across. This is a very important conversation to me. Topics.
If you don't, okay.
Yeah,
if you
actual
ignore
history.
it- If you ignore it, it's only going to be like but if you let your it doesn't matter how bad it is. You have to let people see that and be like, damn, we used to do that.
You are preaching to the choir,
Absolutely.
sir.
Yep.
We need to
Because if
know
you- if you
exactly where it
ignore
came from.
People are going to be like, we didn't do that. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
You
because
know,
ignorance is bliss.
ignorance is bliss. Yeah.
And now, you know what? Well,
Watch
Yeah.
you. Ready up.
okay. I'm gonna ready up and then okay. So
Highway 51.
yeah, Highway
Yeah.
51. That went through my college town. That's why it sounded familiar. So yes, I am familiar with that. I used to drive that pretty significantly. Well, in Carbondale, Illinois, at the Southern. I went to Southern Illinois
What I'm
University.
saying is, I took 51 to get to my apartment complex.
Okay.
I took the same road that you I'm just telling you. Like,
We took the
Oh,
same
my
road
point- my point
every
was, I
day
guess
at a
my-
different time at a different distance and never knew it.
My point was, I guess, is that Highway 51 is like the same road it's the same road you could probably take daily.
That we just said the same thing. So I understand what you meant. Like, at some point in our lives, we've driven on the same road. and probably did it pretty consistently and never met each other.
I drive 51 every day. That's every. I drive 51
Between the
every
years of 2005 to 2009, I was on it
Good off the tee.
incredibly consistently. If you ever drove,
That's how I would get to high school. Yeah, yeah.
if you were on that
Second
road,
shot here on the 10th.
now you weren't obviously in Southern Illinois at the time. You were in
Well, it's the
Mississippi.
same. It's the same road.
But that's odd how that's kind of one of those just like how life works.
That's why I asked you. Because I knew you were directly north of me. Literally directly north.
I was on that road all the fucking time, and between wherever the fuck you were between 2004 and 2009,
somewhere in like 3rd and 8th grade.
then if you were on that road, there's a chance I was on that same
I
road.
wasn't myself driving, but yes.
Well, no, I would fucking hope not.
Obviously not.
I mean, Jesus Christ, I've got some real. I'm about to call DCFS. Like, I'm about to jump in Marty McFly's fucking time machine.
Let's see what he does.
DCFS, fucking get this child some help. My dad did tell me a story where, bro, this demon runs deep in my family. The one that I'm holding in my hand right now, if you know what I'm
Shots has been
saying.
good.
He would
Huh?
drive his drunk dad home when he was like 15. Like he would have to pick him up from the bar. His dad would be shit faced, and he was like without a license driving his drunk dad home.
Wow.
Now,
Boom!
nice shot. Okay,
Thank you.
And the
It's a
9 foot
putt, but yeah.
I just want to say like now this story that I just said. Okay, preface this with the whole range of human emotion and what people are. So like.
And you two
That
did well
man
on that first hole. You
that I
already
just
won.
described my
Good stuff.
grandfather as is not the man that I actually knew my grandfather as. That is the man that my father knew my grandfather as.
Hole number
The
11.
man that I knew my grandfather as was a very wonderfully successful businessman. That was the quiet type that would just sit in the chair and read the paper and watch Bears football games, and then you get him on the one topic of business or carpentry, and if you can offer to the conversation, then he'll talk your ass off.
So he's an introverted. He's an introverted extrovert.
Yeah,
Intra extrovert. Yeah. No.
I mean, in my definition, it's more the typical old fucking man that,
Yeah, retired.
yeah, but
Just
like
enjoying his life now.
5 words.
Mhm.
But, I mean, those are the 5 words. Like, you ask him a question or whatever, he'd answer it.
You shanked it.
I did.
What's unlucky?
Now,
Unless it's
okay.
on a topic of interest. Yeah.
He's got his,
Alright, let's
okay,
see how he
his
does.
chair, the old people chair, whatever.
Mhm. You don't sit in Grandpa's chair.
Uh-huh. And it's the one with the best view of the very large TV.
And oh my God, is it comfy?
Uh-huh. And
Is there 3-iron on display?
my grandmother has her perch. Now he died. She sits in his chair, and I kind of actually did have a conversation with her, like,
Alright, he's
is there
getting
that
ready
mental
to
thing of like
fire
the
away
perch
with
over
the
there?
second
And,
shot.
Mm.
I mean, there is, but I mean, whatever. Anyway, my visualization of them is her sitting on her couch and they're both watching TV. But like, if I came in and I was like, "Hey,
Stab at for birdie.
could either of you tell me the story of how you met?" Who's gonna tell me?
I got a question for y'all. Is there a fucking good show on right now that I can watch whenever I go to bed tonight?
Yes,
What is it? Please tell me.
Yellowstone.
Fuck
And
that.
it
I'm not
drops.
watching that bullshit. I'm talking anything else.
Supposedly Skeleton Crew.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
there's
what-
a new one.
Give me a service. Give me a service that you have that thing on. Like an account
There-
for or whatever.
Paramount,
BritBox.
YouTube,
You have YouTube,
TV.
Cobra Kai.
Hmm.
But there's a nostalgia factor, but
Oh,
you're
this
also
one's
like,
fairway for sure.
I'll give you this credit, Berta Boys. I'll give you this credit. I know how old you are, but like the nostalgia that I can like connect with you on, you're like, oh no, I can like reach back a little bit. So if you can fucking reach back, to the Karate Kid movie,
Here's our
I've seen
second
it.
shot on the 12th.
then fucking Cobra Kai could be one that you might be looking for.
I've seen it.
Have you seen Cobra Kai?
No.
If you've whatever, I don't know what service it's on. It used to be a YouTube series, but I think it's on something else now. I don't know what. It's worth it. If you like, it's heavy on the nostalgia. Like, you'll enjoy it more if you've actually seen the movie. So, like all of them, like they load the nostalgia really heavy. For my generation, i.e., the generation that's kind of not yours, but you dip back into, and I fucked that up, and I'm an asshole. Sorry. So,
Looks like he's setting up here. Around
if
the
you know it well
35
enough,
yards.
you'll
Just
appreciate it.
imagine a a show about a home security service, like salesman, but he's always going over like traps and stuff that you can put in your house versus actual like remote security and alarms.
Wait,
They're going with the pitching
are
wedge.
we? What?
This one's heading
Uh-huh.
to the long grass.
I need it. Is this like a Miyagi style way to describe it, where I'm supposed to like find the deeper meaning? And
Yep. Come on, who am I talking about? Who would trap their home as a security system?
wait,
Fits with the season.
hold on. Let's talk about season. Let's establish season 1.
What are we talking about right
Okay,
now?
let's see what
Cobra
happens
Kai.
in this third.
No idea.
No, other TV show.
Wait,
A completely different TV show. Doesn't exist, but could.
hold the fuck on.
Same vein, like nostalgia trip.
Hold on. Okay, let me erase my brain to 0, because if you're, woo, okay, because I was like, what does this have to do with the Karate Kid? So my
Because you're on the nostalgia trip.
Okay.
So it's like, and I just had this.
I have
amusing
0 in
idea.
my brain, 0 in my brain right now. Start from nothing.
Okay, so imagine a show idea for a home security salesman,
Watch you make this.
and he
fun. Sorry to
goes
interrupt. Make it
around,
fun.
but instead of selling like alarms and cameras and shit, it's all about selling traps for your house.
Looking pretty good.
Dude, I couldn't make the putt, not miss it.
Just yeah, a little too much on there.
A home security
Fix
system.
this,
Wait, is
that's,
this? Are we?
bogey.
Is this clue 80s television, or is it? I'm thinking. Honestly, all I'm thinking is Home Alone.
There you go.
There. So that was right.
Yep. So a grown-up Macaulay Culkin selling home security systems, but they're all just traps for your house.
Hold
Can you
on.
make putts that are
To me,
within
that would be like
the
the level of nostalgia for Cobra Kai. Like cute premise, but I'm not interested.
Wait. Okay. Say. No. You. Okay. He wasn't listening. That is your target market. Say it again. Just like say. Okay. Hold on. All right. So, for the boys, did you actually see the Karate Kid? You said you did.
Yes.
Okay, but like, was it like a movie that like you remember and it was like a fucking like amazing movie to you? Because that's like,
No,
Okay.
not really.
so
It
like,
was a thing he's watched.
okay, so
All right, give
like-
this a rip.
it was a like that's like a defining movie of the 1980s to an 80, like I'm not being that asshole, but you know what I mean, like
Three Ninjas was better than Karate Kid.
a bullshit.
Miami.
No, I loved them
Dude,
both.
what are
I
you
loved them
talking
both. I
about?
loved them
Miami
both.
Beverly
Lights
Hills
is
Ninja was better
Beverly
than Karate
Hills
Kid.
Cop. Beverly Hills Cop was better than Miami, or better than that shit.
Okay,
Beverly
now
Hills
hold
Cop,
on.
better.
No. I'll die.
Yes.
I'll hold on.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Hold the fuck.
Beverly
Now
Hills
hold
Cop
on.
was better.
I'm not going to take on multiple battles at once, but I will.
I still think
Oh, boy.
Lethal Weapon's probably better than that.
Hold
brother,
on. Hold on.
Brother,
Shot
brother,
looks like.
brother, Police Academy is better than
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
Police Academy is better than Karate Kid.
Correct.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Easy.
Not correct, but okay.
Police Academy.
Stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Police Academy's better than all of them. There's nothing
Yeah.
better
Hold
than Police
on.
Academy.
Police Academy's fucking
Hold on.
awesome.
Okay. Let's put an order here. Now hold on. I mean we're I mean no
Stop
disrespect.
disagreeing-
Hold
stop
on.
disagreeing with me
We-
tonight.
I
I love it.
hold on. Now, okay, yes, I
He
say
said,
hold
"Hold
on a
on,
lot.
hold on."
Hold on, take a drink. Now, hold on. Let's arrange these now. I mean, all respect to all
Go
these.
in. Oh.
Nice shot, bro. All these respect. Fuck, I love fucking Police Academy. I love all this shit. But now, hold on. Now there needs to be the
Home Alone
fucking.
2 better than
There needs to be the arrangement of status. There, hold on. There needs to be the arrangement of status between us. Let's just like chill for a second. So now let's direct our brains. Hold on.
What are you talking about? Arrangement?
Okay.
Status? Like,
Fuck. I will say, hold on. So now you've obviously
I'm
proven.
done holding on.
For the boys, you've obviously proven that, like, I bestow upon you the not an 80s kid by birth, but an 80s kid by bestowment. So we get to all have this conversation as three equals because you obviously know your shit. So, karate 80s style movie, like, it's not just an action movie, it's karate based. Kind of, whatever. Where are you going?
Scarface, better movie than Karate Kid.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I can name a lot of movies better than Karate Kid, dude. It's a good movie.
Okay, hold
but
on.
it's a
Well,
lot-
you just be,
Well, we're
you
going, like,
vetoed your choice.
specifically
Like
ninja
martial arts
version.
based
Martial
element.
arts based, yeah.
It has to have some sort of martial arts element as a heavy element of the movie.
Well, then Karate Kid is in a league of its own.
No, it's not in a league of its own. That's the difference. Because Ninja
Bloodsport.
Turtles was also, I believe, 89. But so was Bloodsport. Fucking Van Damme.
Three Ninjas.
Three Ninjas was not in the 80s.
I'll have to check that.
I will put my fucking
But your
life on
your big thing is-
1991.
Your big thing is watch on, watch off.
All I'm saying is Karate Kid is overplayed. It's nowhere near
It's
as
so
good as we
overplayed.
remember it to be. It is a nostalgia bomb.
It is overplayed. It is.
It's a
But
nostalgia
like,
bomb.
When I think back to the movie, I would consider it the same. It's something I've watched. I don't
Cobra-
hold it in high regard.
Okay,
So
then
for something like Cobra Kai to come out, I was like, oh, that's a cute premise. I'm not interested in watching it because I didn't care that much for it in the movie either.
well, you were okay. To be fair, to be 100% fair, let's be honest. You were not okay. Me being raised where I was, fuck it, dude. I remember watching that movie over and over again, and I jumped off the couch and did the crane kick right when he did, like it was a thing. But is there a possibility that you and I, we weren't raised in the same country at the same time? So even though we're the same
Probably not.
age, but like the environment around you, like no one probably gave a fuck about it. I was surrounded by people that gave a fuck about that movie. Like that was like an existence, a little bit.
I mean, we whatever the movies were of the times. Yeah, we watched them all. If it was Star Wars, Star Trek. Now, I will give you that too, because I also
84.
grew up in, let's see, 84.
84, 85. Where did you live?
England.
Were you England? Yeah,
That would have been England.
you were living in England at the time.
But we still got the same movies.
Did they give a fuck about the Karate Kid?
Yikes, that went right by.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was something to
got
watch.
4
I remember
feet to
liking
jump
it at
from
the time. But it's one of those that when I look back on it, is like, this was not really all that great.
It wasn't, dude. I mean, the acting was like subpar.
That was a good putt.
You ever heard?
Sorry.
Put up a great
Hey,
hit.
hold on. You want to?
92, you're right. Three
matter
Ninjas
of
was a
fact,
90s movie.
My whole beef with that movie is the fucking older man was
Oh,
like
Miyagi.
so vague and so whatever.
But that's what he was
Younger kid
supposed to
like,
be.
had-
It's gonna be
He had
Bro.
no idea what to. That's what I'm saying. The younger generation probably watched the movie and was like, watched that movie and was like,
Hey,
what is this old
Oh.
man trying to say?
hey, Ferda.
I gotta think.
You want to
I gotta
really
think.
blow your mind? Seriously, you can find it online. Not that you. I mean, okay. You really want to blow your fucking mind? That man's name was Pat Morita.
That's what it was.
Pat.
No, I could tell you why Karate Kid didn't matter to me as so much. I grew up
Okay,
watching
let's
Kung
see what
Fu
we do here.
with David Carradine.
With David. Okay, yeah, the old school. That only lasted what,
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 seasons?
Well, and then they had the Legend Continues that came on.
I-
I think Knight Rider.
I watched that
time.
show. No, I watched that one. I watched with the fucking kid
Yeah,
that was like
I
a cop in
watched
L.A.
The original too. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know about the original. To me, I knew the Legend
That's why
Continues.
when I saw the Legend Continues, I was so hyped about it because of that.
I didn't know
Watch-
about like
Watch
the
me make a
original
hole in
thing.
one here. Make a hole in one, I dare you.
All right, hold on. But hold on. Before that happens, what show were we just talking about? Or no, not Kung Fu. What was it? For the boys. What were you talking about before?
Make a good shot right here.
No, that's. I need this. I need you to be talking
After, I'll
about.
tell you. After you hit this.
No, I need you to be talking about the show.
It doesn't matter.
It does. I wasn't paying attention.
It'll matter after you shoot.
It don't
Go.
matter after you shoot.
Whatever. Fuck you guys.
I'm dead. I'm not even like joking. Hit your shot first, then we'll talk. Nice shot, by the way.
I like the way this is.
Let's fucking go.
See, now we can talk.
No, I mean, it didn't matter. The banter was the whole point. Like, it's like that whole vibe of you and I fucking like, oh shit, we're up 3. What? I wasn't even fucking paying attention. Now we're tied.
Yeah,
Whatever.
You played better
Yeah.
distracted.
Exactly.
And we're also on a 3-game win streak, so let's keep this shit up.
And let's keep the fucking. Now, I need to know what we were talking about before we were talking about the things.
We have a third party here to assist. He can tell us exactly what we were just talking
I
about.
already forgot the fucking point, period. I wouldn't
Oh
even
my
know.
god, dude, why are you getting so upset? It's so, oh,
I'm not.
Look what I just did.
I'm not. I just give 0 fucks.
Coming up.
You were
made
originally
me- you
talking
made
about
me- you
Cobra
made me
Kai,
catch that.
and then I brought up Kung Fu,
good
and
stuff.
we'll let
Okay.
you continue.
Okay, he's got
No,
2 feet
okay.
to go here.
Oh, I met David Carradine before he killed himself.
Okay.
Oh,
I met him
wow.
at Dragon Con. Well, okay.
Nice.
I just so happened to be walking by him, and I had my disposable camera in my hand, and like when I say walked by him, it was like shoulder to shoulder, kind of vaguely brushing kind of thing, and it was like, oh my god! I turned around, and like he turned around enough for me to like clearly have addressed his attention, and I just kind of gave like the little like camera, and he kind of like stayed in the same position, and it's just like snap, and then he winked and he walked away.
All right, let's see what he does on this one.
Like that was it. It was just the. Can I just like
Yeah,
take a cheap
'cause
one?
He could have been a dick about it or anything. It's like, yeah,